What's up, you guys? I'm back in the video, and today's video, I'm pretty sure I told y'all that I put on my community tab that would y'all like more Sonic discussion, story videos, and y'all pretty much did want that. So with the first one being, I was like, let me tell y'all basically my favorite villain in the Sonic franchise of all franchises, and that is Scourge the Hedgehog. And when I say that he is the best villain, yes, better than Eggman, better than Knuckles if you consider him a villain, better than Shadow by a little bit, better than Metal Sonic, because I'm telling you, Scourge is the ultimate menace in the Sonic franchise, and he's low-key a forgotten character. But today I'm going to tell y'all the story of Scourge and why he's my favorite villain in the Sonic franchise. So let's go. So before I tell you about the whole origin of Scourge and stuff like that, just know that he is from the Archie comic franchise, which is like a comic book version of Sonic, but like, the comic story-wise, and I will probably do another video about that and all the different comics of Sonic, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, he's in the Archie comics, and if you don't know, Archie comics is long as hell and has so many different things in it, like so many characters, so many different villains, so many different fights and moments. Like, it's honestly insane. By the way, Archie comic Sonic is literally OP. Like, it's ridiculous how OP it is. But anyway, so we're back to dealing with Scourge, and he's one of the many villains in the Archie comic franchise. So thing is with Scourge, he is literally a menace, man. Like, first of all, his whole design looks like a menace of his own, like the edgy, like cocky, arrogant ways of him. And honestly, he's the guy that can literally he has so many feats that it's honestly ridiculous that people don't really give him credit for. Compared to the rest of the villains in Sonic franchise, he actually accomplished a lot. So starting with the origin, before he became the Chad of all Chads, Scourge was known as anti or evil Sonic, and literally had the exact same design as Sonic, but with glasses and black jacket, because edgy. So the thing about his early life is that he was basically alone because his father was dealing with the anti-Morbius at the time, which is a story for itself. But just know that it deals with the Great Peace of War, and Archie comics there's a lot of shit going on, like wars, battles, gangs. It's ridiculous, I'm telling you. Scourge will eventually travel and meet Sonic and his freedom fighting friends, and would be the Team Rocket to them from time to time, getting his ass handed to him by even the weakest of Sonic's friends. And it was getting to the point where he was about to become like a joke and a comedy gag, until he pulled off one of the greatest comebacks ever. By many comic issues later, he would later find himself teaming up with Rouge the Bat, because of course, shots the ass, and would try to steal the Master Emerald, but would eventually get caught, leading them to fight the enemy. And Rouge doing most of the work. Basically, Anti-Sonic will sneak off and then will eventually get caught again by the enemy. So he would end up punching him, which is probably the dumbest things you could do. He punched Anti-Sonic with a chaos-infused hand or punch, yeah, I guess. And then that would later, he would think, I guess the guard thought that he knocked him out or something like that, but he would recover. And then his skin transformed from blue to green, and then his, fur started to get longer, and then basically his power started increasing, meaning that he's basically like a walking Master Emerald, because the powers got infused with him, and then boom. Literally beat the hell out the guard ass after that by ease, and then just, going crazy with his powers increasing. He decided to pay Sonic and his friends a visit, and then proceeds to beat the hell out of them with ease. I mean, and this will happen multiple times. At one time, I remember Shadow and Sonic had to fight together to stop Scourge, and Scourge beat both of them in his base form. Sonic and Shadow lost to Scourge base form. That's crazy. And they both was doing it at the same time, like some handicap shit, and they both lost. So then, realizing he's falling stronger than Sonic, he has great power. He would eventually set his sights on taking over the world, and actually does it, bro. And he's named himself the king on these hoes, because all these hoes gotta bow down to his ass. That is crazy. And mind you, his power is steadily increasing from the Master Emerald. And this will eventually lead him to have another form called the Super Scourge, which is honestly so nice. So not only is he one of the best redemption characters, his design is raw as hell. The Scourge transformation, which makes him look like an edgy, aggressive green skin, and with the scar makes him look even more badass. Along with the jacket and the shades, because this was made during the 90s, so because that was the 90s fashion statements. And plus the radical attitude and the cocky shit talking to his peers, and not even his peers, his enemies, and that makes him even more badass and honestly lovable as a character. So you have all that, and then you have the new Super Scourge transformation that makes him look even more of a demigod with the purple fire-like skin and black demonic eyes and insanely terrifying aura. Like, he's literally become like a god in this point, or a devil, however you want to say it. Now you may think it's probably unstoppable and how could it be stopped? but you know, it's not a story, unfortunately. So eventually, Sonic would end up defeating him by some plot armor like shit. However, I will say this is not a bad thing, because later on in the comics, he gets even more development, bro. Because you're running what's next with Scourge. So now, after he gets defeated by Sonic, he goes to jail. Yes, however, this is where he meets Fiona the Fox again, who is another great character. And then this is also where he meets members of the group later to be called the Destructics. I think I'm saying it right. I hope I'm saying it right. Who are basically, you know, all 4 members that got defeated by, you know, Sonic, and they all managed to be in jail. So yeah, and they will all basically get together and then do a prison break, which is one of my favorite sagas throughout the comics. And yeah, so if you want to learn more about that, I will plan on doing like a, I guess, part 2 of this video, or like, you know, video more dedicated to the prison break, because it is really nice. So after the prison break, you may think like this is another great comeback coming, and then, you know, just ready for his peak comeback and how can he take over the world of the new group. Unfortunately, the comeback was short, because then after that began the new Super Genesis waves in the comics, which is, it's a lot to go over with that. Basically, just know it's like a whole new era, or like the Archie comics where new characters and old characters are shown. But unfortunately, some characters got like axed, like actually a lot of characters got axed in this new wave, and that included the Destructics and unfortunately Scourge. So yeah, now you're probably wondering, why would they kill such a great character? Not kill, but why did they cut off such a great character? And I'm running that too. I mean, it's like it led to many theories, because, you know, Sonic now compared to back then is a whole nother different thing. Plus, I think they, I got many theories. Like, one, I think they probably want to introduce more villains that's not as, like, I guess, controversial as him, because like I said, he was edgy, and the things he would say, and then I guess they want to introduce like more like stories, and like more, I guess, child-friendly stories, or like, you know, teen-like. I don't know. I really don't know, honestly, but I'll probably do some more research to find out. But it's a lot of theories going out. But he was like kind of like almost coming back, and then I guess they axed it, or like it never came to light. So they have been many fan-like comics of Scourge and, like, you know, other characters from the Archie comics that got axed, but it's not really the original. And so of course, you know, like none of the Sonic teams is gonna like make another Scourge. So, you know, it might in the future. You never know what's gonna happen. Never say never, but like for the time being, if we do get like another Scourge, then we gotta like get like a whole new story with them, because this is back in the day. But actually, I remember reading something online talking about why most of the characters got axed back then. I guess because some licensing issues, and I guess they want to do like a whole nother, you know, a new thing. But yeah, it's sad, man, and just don't ever forget Scourge. And that's why he's my favorite villain of the whole Sonic franchise, because he's just such a menace, and so the definition of like a Joker-like villain was in Sonic, and that blows my mind, honestly. So yeah, but anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. I will probably do like the prison break arc and cover that more, and actually cover more things like other characters in the Archie comics, or even new comics as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Catch y'all next one, and I'm out. Bye.